So let's meet ourselves where we are, right? As Desikachar says, we begin where we are and how we are. And what happens, happens. And in that pause between the second and the third comment is really where we have the power to choose. Choose what we give our attention to based on our values and what matters most. So let's begin where we are. For this just pause practice, maybe it's enough just to pause. Maybe there's room in that pause to observe and comment from a loving place. How can I be with this? Maybe, just maybe, we can start to shed, to let go, to release that which is not necessary, which is not based in our values, which is not true. And in that space, we welcome the possibility of a flow state, an ease state. It's enough to pause. It's enough to breathe. Thich Nhat Hanh says, the seeds of negativity are always there. But very positive seeds also exist. Seeds such as compassion, tolerance, and love. These seeds are all there in the soil. Without rain, they cannot manifest. Our practice is to recognize and to water the positive seeds. If you recognize the seed of compassion in yourself, make sure that it is watered several times a day. That is the practice of self-care. It is the priority of tending to our own garden, so that when we grow and we bloom, we are a gift, not only to ourselves, but to those who pass by, who see us, who mingle and share and journey with us. What are the seeds that you're paying attention to? Attention, in this analogy, is the water that we give these seeds. And sometimes the water comes from the environment, from nature, from rain. This out of our control watering. This is when we receive compassion from others to water the seeds of our own best selves. And sometimes this rain doesn't come. We have to water ourselves. We have to nurture our own spirit, our own seeds. This is why the practice of self-care is so critical. It gives us a calm, abiding space within our control to then celebrate in gratitude and appreciation when someone offers us a kindness, a gift, the watering from another. the air that we breathe, the thoughts that we think, the food that we eat and digest, the stories that we tell and that we share. These are the ingredients that nurture our seeds, the watering, the fertilizing. Begin where we are and how we are. And in doing so, we see that there is no room, no need for regret, for shame, for judgment. We die to those intentions. We let go. Begin again where we are, how we are, and to the capacity, to the energy we have available. We choose to pause, to let it be. Choose to apply our attention, to let it go, to let it grow, until we can find ease once again, to embrace the flow, the balance of effort and ease, of knowing and not knowing. Feel this breath. Name it as the nurturing source to soothe, to stabilize, to heal, to prepare. It can offer us so much on so many levels when we meet it with compassion in our head, heart space, to receive it as the gift and accept it as the invitation to take responsibility for how we move into what's next. If we move into what's next. And when we say yes to what's next. We begin where we are and how we are. Where are you? Physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically. More often than not, the challenge is that we are in multiple places simultaneously. That's hard. The more we can align and unify where we are in body, mind, and spirit, we can check in on how we are. Beyond the social, perhaps, I'm fine, how are you? But what are you feeling, seeing, smelling, tasting, touching? What are you hearing from the inner dialogue of your brain, perhaps in judgment? Your heart in terms of the story, the fear, the longing, the questioning of what is true, what is real, what is valuable. How are you in this moment? And the clearer we get, the easier it will be, to let go and begin again, so that we can set our sights on where we're going. We begin where we are and how we are. That is the invitation to pause and to notice and to be with what is, just as it is. And then with that clarity, as it comes, incrementally, we can redirect some of that energy of attention for where we are to what matters most. What's the core value I want to be living? And so as I choose the actions of doing and non-doing, of undoing and redoing, I'm welcoming this practice of living in an alignment with my core self, an alignment with my circumstances, and an alignment with truth. So I can begin again to practice living well. The breath goes with you to help you find that doorway in to the pause. It's enough just to breathe. And it's beautiful to pause and witness the breath. When you are ready to return to what's next for you, the hands come to your heart, set an intention perhaps, and receive this blessing. May you breathe deeply. May you move freely in mind, in body, and in spirit. May the work of your day, the labor, be an expression of love, a sharing of your abundance. So may you know the ease, the joy, the bliss to live in alignment, to live intimately with inspiration and authentically with each other, to live vibrantly. Namaste. Thank you for pausing with me.